Hello everyone and welcome to GG Crypto. Today is the 14th of October 2025. Once again, I'm going to be talking about the latest news in the space, so let's get started. Let's take a look at the total market capitalization. Currently it's sitting at $3.77 trillion. As you can see here, it dropped by 3.14% in the past 24 hours. The fear and greed index currently sitting at 42, which is neutral. Altcoin season indicator is 37 and average crypto RSI is 41. Bitcoin price is 111,000, Ethereum price is 3,979, almost 4,000. BNB price is 1,185 and XRP price is 2.47. As you can see here, in the past 24 hours, we are seeing some red. Let's check the altcoin season indicator. This one is showing 45. Take a look at SPX. As you can see here, the tariff news made it drop by how much? 3%, which is a huge number. BTC dominance is starting to increase a little bit since yesterday, which is completely fine, nothing to worry about. As you can see here, after the drop, Ether tried to go up, which is a substantial amount, almost 24%. Now it's correcting a little bit. I think we're going to see some upside very soon. Yesterday overall was pretty good. After I made a video, things got even greener and people started hoping again. So that was pretty cool to see some positivity coming back. And right now things have moved down again, which is nothing to worry about. As I said, the market here is choppy. So I think it's important to mention once again what happened with the huge trade that happened with Hyperliquid that made a whale, a whopping number from somewhere from 190 to $200 million. So let's dig deeper into that. Let's talk about some facts that we are finding out. In the past 24 hours, there is some new information. There is also some drama that you're going to hear about between the big crypto players, and let's talk about that. So here's the deal. A mysterious whale, as you know, took a huge short position on BTC and Ethereum just before President Trump's new tariff announcement. This trade was absolutely massive. He opened 735 million on a 10x leveraged position, shorting Bitcoin, making waves in the market and triggering liquidations up to $20 billion. This whale allegedly made $150 million. About the amount that he made, there is some different information. Some are saying 150, some are saying 192. So let's say somewhere from 100 million, 150 million to 200 million, which is a huge amount. So there's also talk about the whale's identity, and people are saying that the person who made this trade is Garrett Jin. So who is Garrett Jin? So after some deep investigation, on-chain analyst, IonChain, connecting the dots, the whale in question was Garrett Jin. He's the former CEO of the collapsed Bitforex exchange. Some of you might remember. It happened in February 2024, which is fueling some more, controversy and making things even stranger. So Jin allegedly holds over 100,000 BTC, and the investigation showed that his wallet addresses were linked to the massive short and this highly suspicious activity. Obviously, the timing of it. So let's talk about the allegations of insider trading. Now, the big question is, was this insider trading? It definitely seems likely. Jin made this trade just before Trump's tariff announcement and triggered a massive market drop. Some people say Jin might have had insider info on the tariff news, which led him to time his short trade perfectly. IonChain's investigation even linked the wallets involved in the short trade to transactions made through exchanges like HTX and Binance, tying them back to his time at Bitforex and a failed exchange from years ago. Some are saying this could be insider trading. Well, that's what I think. I think you're coming to the same conclusion. So also let's talk about the CZ's reaction. As you know, the Binance CEO, he's the main guy pulling the strings. Champeng Zhao got involved, so he retweeted the investigation, saying that IonChain analysis is pretty interesting, so not sure of validity. Hope someone can cross-check. This is what he wrote. So his tweet raised eyebrows, which subtly he's endorsing that Jin might be involved in a shady activity, or was he just sharing information, hoping for clarification? Either way, it fueled the fire, and now people are talking about insider trading even more. And the drama continues here. Jin actually responded to him. He didn't take this lying down. He quickly responded on X, denying the insider trading claims. He clarified that the fund was not his because it actually belongs to his clients. He also said we run nodes and provide in-house insights for them, distancing himself from any direct connection to the trade. Jin even took a dig at CZ, saying, "Thanks for sharing my personal and private information." It sounds like things are getting heated here. There's also a bigger issue here, and let's talk about what Jin said about the bigger picture, which is leverage trading. And he said that exchanges offer too much leverage on assets that lack real intrinsic value, and we all know that that's true, that the entire system is fragile because of it. He argued that offering such high leverage can lead to insane volatility and excessive risk. So we saw what happened obviously last week, and what he's saying is making complete sense. But it doesn't mean that he was not involved in a trade, no matter what he says. Obviously, these two now, CZ and Jin, they are talking to each other on these huge platforms like X, and they are both protecting themselves, and it makes complete sense. You have to decide and read between the lines who is who. Trust either of them, and I think that they are in this business to make money, and they are making loads of money. So I think there is a few people in this world who are able to stay true to themselves, first of all, to have integrity and not to do shady things, because when there is so much money involved, people get blinded and they are overtaken by the opportunities that they might have with so much money. So it takes a lot of guts to be able to control yourself when you are on the verge of being corrupted. And I have no doubt that these kind of people who have the ability to make so much money, they take these opportunities. They know that crypto is Wild West. And I was also reading about the investigation. Okay, the investigation that was made doesn't mean anything. It's not like any government made it. Just some people who are very much interested in the space, and also they can find the addresses and link things together, and they know what's happening. But it doesn't mean that somebody serious is going to get involved and bring these people to justice. Obviously not, because it makes sense that if this person, Jin, knew this information and made this whopping 150 or whatever, $200 million in just a few hours with a 10x on $750 million position, obviously he knew something, and that kind of information can only come from the government. So, the people usually say that the system is corrupted, the system is rigged. The system is not corrupted or rigged. The system is working precisely as it should be working, because this is how these people in power, they make money. Otherwise, if the system was, based on honor, dignity, and all the good things that make people respectable, then these kind of things wouldn't be happening. But they're happening because the system is working as it's supposed to be, and there is corruption. So making that statement, I think, in my opinion, is wrong. That's why these people are getting richer every day, and we have to find ways to make our own money, to look for new opportunities and make our own lives better, because these people have never any thought about their people. If they are in government or these exchange bosses and CEOs, they don't care about people. That's why they get ahead. So it doesn't mean that you have to get depressed about it. This is the reality. You have to face the reality and what's happening. And you have to ask yourself, how can I do my part with honor and dignity? Obviously, if these things are something that you care about, because, doing things this way, they take more time, they take more patience, perseverance, and not letting the world to pull you down. So if you are that kind of person, and if you are looking to make yourself better on a daily basis, increase your profits, obviously, to provide a better life for your family and to be a better man or a woman on a daily basis, it takes a lot of energy, a lot of persistence, and it doesn't matter how you feel on a daily basis. You have to do what you have to do with honor and integrity always, if that's who you are. If that's not who you are, obviously you have some different values and you can get ahead in life much quicker that way. And this is what exactly these kind of people are doing. So this is the conversation between Jin and CZ. Obviously, we can make our own conclusions based on the provided facts. What we are seeing, in my opinion, as I said yesterday, and on the first day when the liquidations happened, I think that none of these exchanges can be trusted. And obviously, whoever was involved in this trade was insider trading. Obviously, he had information, because nobody's going to be opening up such a huge position with a high amount of leverage like 10x if they have a doubt that the trade can go against them, because we are talking about 10x, which means 10%. The trade goes against you and you're going to lose $750 million. Nobody wants to lose that much money, and that's out of question. You either do it when you know something for sure, or you don't do it. This is my opinion. There's also going to be probably some newer information on the upcoming days. We're going to be hearing some more news, and I might talk about it if it's juicy and interesting. I don't want to bore you with this drama, but I think whoever is involved in crypto right now, they are curious and they want to know. So we'll see how things go. Overall, I think the market is doing completely fine. We understand that whatever was happening on the 11th of October was complete manipulation. And as you can see here on the different charts, the market is stabilizing. And after the huge drops, they came all the way up to the area where the drop, before the drop started. So I think it's completely fine. The markets are going to go up again. We're going to see green, and I believe that the bull run is coming. So once again, position yourself, find as much information out there as you can, and try your best to stay ahead, because as I've said, we are against these kind of people who are going to do everything and anything they can do to make money. So yeah, that's the current situation. Maybe one thing that I could mention is the fact that Jerome Powell is going to be speaking today. For me, it's at 6:20 p.m. And for you, it's going to be different. As I said, you can use this website, cryptocraft.com. You can check in here, use the time zone that you have. And if you're interested to hear what he's going to say, you can listen to him. This is all for today. I'm going to be talking to you again tomorrow. I wish you a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. Bye.